Hello and welcome to round 2 of the NASCAR League for 2024. I'm your host Shane Guilford from SimHaus, and you've joined us as we're heading into America, California, as we tackle the Auto Club Speedway located in Fontana, California. We're just in the qualify session, which is just finished, and we'll go over the results as the race starts. But tonight, before we get started, we just want to bring to you the season standings thus far after round 1. And P1 is Vlad Tokarev, 20 points. Bruno Klev from Argentina. Then it was Henk Stenica from Netherlands in P3. Eric Chantra 4. Ollie in P5. Scott Flack in 6. Braden Pritchard. The Australians take out 7, 8. And we've got Matthew Perry from New Zealand. And Justin Bright, who's not with us tonight, is in P10. Let's see how they go after the second round. We've got 14 guys joining us. We've got a new driver, Leon Bonaparte, who's joined us. So we'll get the ball rolling and get you guys on track. Okay, as you can see, we're on board with Alexis Savelyev, who is the pole sitter with a 128.590, and Vlad Tokarev with 1 lap. He's only posted 1 lap, and that was enough to get him into P2, coming in late to the server. Alright, so we're gonna start the race now. We'll be back after these messages really quick. Okay, thank you for joining us. We are ready for race 1 at Auto Club Speedway. And we've got the guys just waiting to grid up online. We're watching Braden Pritchard at the moment, the 00. My track map is finally working, which I'm excited about. So we've got Alexis Savelyev. When they roll off, we'll go through. It is a rolling start, so we'll go through and show you exactly who is on pole. Let's have a look at them as they're at the end of pit lane. We'll watch them come around. Pace car brings him out. Sunny coast of California. Coming out of pit lane now. I don't know how he did it, but Vlad Tokarev makes it on pole, on the front row. See the pace car leading him out. I'm going to slowly head around. I think it's 2-lap formation here. So I've got 14 drivers on the track at the moment. We've got you'll be able to see from the national flag down below exactly what nationality they are, and it looks like a Russian lockout on the front row. That is Alexei Savelyev. Had a really tough time at Daytona in round 1. But he's come back. And we've got Vlad Tokarev, also from Russia, right next to him in the pink mobile, number 1. Henk Stenica in P3. Actually, I'll bring up the results for you guys. So it's Alexei Savelyev, Vlad Tokarev, Henk Stenica, Scott Flack in a P4, Bruno Klev from Argentina. We're starting in the 3rd row. Matt Collins next to him in the number 5. Ollie from Finland in P7. Alexander Meshkov, another Russian in P8. Matthew Parry, consistently around the 8, 9, 10 area. We'll be starting from P9. Braden Pritchard in the top 10. There's David Baker, Craig Stoddard, Troy Cieslowski, and Leon Bonaparte just joined the server, so he's got no practice at the moment. All right, lights are out on the safety car, so we will be going through to green. So here we go, watching the leaders. All right, safety car's going to come in now. It's up to the boys at the front to lead us through 15 laps of the road circuit. Then we'll be going to the oval later on after this race. Nice and slow.
Green flag, go, go, go.
Green flag, here we go. Listen to those engines rising. Massive sounds from California as they come into turn 1 for the first time. Scott Flaxon behind Vlad Tokarev on the top row, so too Matt Collins right round the outside is almost 3 wide here. Changing lines, how are they going to braking? Scott Flack around the outside trying to get in the middle. Matt Collins doing his best to pull up the car, just gets it done. Manages to clip Vlad Tokarev, sending him down to the back. And that's Braden Pritchard getting caught up in all that as well. So Vlad Tokarev recovering back into P6. Watch him come through the field. But it's Alexei Saviliev up the front with Australian's own Scott Flack. Matt Collins takes P5 with Brenner Klepp in P4. These guys were hot at Daytona. Really coming to grips with the track now. Struggling through the practice session. But managing to find their way for race 1. After this 15-lap race, we'll be going to the oval. Oh, almost coming together in that turn. They're just settling around this turner and back onto the oval circuit as we rejoin nice and wide. It's a flat-out sprint as we head up towards the gate. Looks like an imaginary jump there that they're jumping over, but it's probably just the lag. As we've got Bruno Korolev honing in on Matt Collins, watching him tucking into the draft here. Very advantageous. What's he going to do? Is he going to just sit here and then try and get him under brakes? He's going to go round. Collins is getting stuck on the apron there. Ollie, Vlad and Hank all together now. Vlad trying to take the inside line. Gets a better run through that turn. All right, so Scott Black doing his best to hold on to the back of Saviliev from Russia. So take it through the turn. There's a few clusters here today, so we've got down through the field, we've got Stoddard and Parry, a New Zealander, the 2 orange and yellow cars. I can hear another car spinning out there just in front. That's Alexander Meshkov from Russia, struggling with the heavy Toyota. The 2 Mustangs coming up behind. There's Troy Cieslowski, David Baker in the P12. And this is Leon Bonaparte and Braden Pritchard in the pits already. Back up the front, Saviliev crossing the line for the 3rd time. And Bruno as Bruno on the inside, just making the move there. Probably got a better run coming out of that final turn onto the home straight. You can see how squiggly they are under brakes. Here comes Vlad Tokarev. Look how fast he is. He'll be cutting through these 2 really soon. Hank and Ollie battling it out for the left-hander. Long double apex Hanks has to go wide off circuit. He manages to get back on track. Or just heating up those rears and just losing a little bit, losing the momentum. Still quite close between Savelyev and Flack up the front. Korolev out there by himself now as he stretches away from Collins, and Vlad is going to get this inside line, get that inside run off Matt Collins. These two have battled it out in the V8 League last year quite heavily, and it looks like Matt Collins was at fault for locking up under brakes and taking Vlad out in the rear corner. Gets the job done underneath. Watch him try go around the outside. Can he? Oh, he's locking up. Probably flat spotting those tyres. Good thing about R-Factor 2, you can definitely feel the flat spotting. And here comes Hank and Ollie in the background as well. They're still battling it out for P6 and 7 at the moment. So we've got a couple of groups now. Vlad just stretching away from Matt Collins, although under brakes. Matt Collins very strong coming through there. Looks like Bruno's making inroads on Flack now. The gap only 1.6 seconds. It was around the 2, so I'd say Scott Flack made the mistake because he's fallen off the back of Alexei Savelyev, who's dominating this race so far from pole position. He holds that position with Scott Flack. Scott Flack moving up a few spots from his qualified position. But he's going to have Bruno Korolev and Vlad Tokarev coming up behind really quickly. The Argentinian powdered the national flag there. You'll notice the guys from Proxy Flame are all carrying their national flag colours. Alex Savelyev out front, not so much as he's Russian. Scott Flack closing back in there. I can see the gap visually. Still in reach. And the lap times are very similar. Bruno and Vlad in 3 and 4 have posted exactly the same time. Scott Flack just in the 130s. So he has lost a second to Savelyev out in front, who we're watching on screen now, P1. Further down the field, Hanks stretched away from Ollie. Then we've got Meshkov circulating with Matthew Parry right behind him. There he is, one of the leaders in our car-related liveries. Local movie to New Zealand. Goodbye Pork Pie is the movie if you've ever seen it. I think it's a late 70s, early 80s movie. So we've got Flack defending Korolev now. Here he goes. That's a battle now. Oh, they've come together side by side. Flack still got it, but Bruno around the outside now. Vlad just waiting in the wings in P4. Vlad and Bruno very strong, and Scott very strong at the road circuit of Daytona. Here comes Vlad closing in on this battle. Could be a three-way battle for P2 at the moment. These cars flying through the infield here. Matt Collins in the number 5, defending against Hanging Steneker, the Dutchman and the Aussie. You can tell by the bright orange which country Hank comes from, and that's the Netherlands. Closing in, taking it nice and easy through the curbs. Really unsettling these cars here. On board, you can see how light they use the accelerator, and outside the car, you can see Hank taking the inside line. Is he coming in the pits? Has he received a penalty? But he's coming into the pit lane already. Smezhkov's coming around, but up the front. Bruno stretching away. It's Scott Flack and Vlad Tokarev now. Watch them as they go round. We're on lap 7, just over halfway. Just under halfway, I should say. Vlad's got plenty of time to make a move. He's done well to catch back up from P6. Scott Flack running wide. That's given room to Scott Flack and let Vlad Tokarev through. Taking the grass here into heavy braking. It's an awkward right-hander. You have to really brake in a straight line. Keep the momentum. You don't want to be depending on the accelerator too much through here. Beautiful noises here at California Auto Club Speedway. Fontana, we are here. Beautiful weather here in the mountains in the background too. Looks like the sun's settling pretty soon. Unfortunately, Hank Stanica further back has dropped back into P10 after making that unscheduled pit stop. That's Craig Stoddard letting him go. Just locking up in the inside there. Hank a lot smoother, taking that position. There it goes through into P9, hoping to make it P8 at least before the end of the race. There's still plenty of time to go. We're only on lap 8 at 15. Stay tuned as Scott Black looks like Braden Pritchard's rejoined. Might have had some technical difficulties as he's rejoined the Surfer. The Ollie in P6 at the moment, but Alex Saviliev making a mistake. Has he given away the lead? Yes, he's come under pressure. The two Russians have come together. Oh, that's spectacular stuff from the Russians. Just want to see what happened here. So from P1, we're in the replay at the moment. Oh, he's just locked up trying to turn it in, and he's gone well wide. Then he's tried to rejoin, and here comes Tokarev right around the corner, and they come together. Oh, Tokarev having an absolute shocker from the front. So Saviliev rejoins into P4. That promotes Bruno Kolev up into P1 with Tokarev back up into P3 and Flack right behind him too. So there you have it. Turning into the infield off the oval circuit. We generally refer to these as roval circuits, including both the oval and the road. So Saviliev with his hot pace will be catching Scott Flack, putting him under pressure anytime soon. And Ollie and Matthew Perry are in the pits as well. So I'm not too sure if they put in enough fuel for the race, but they're dropping back through the field. And that's promoting Hank Stanica up into P6. So it looks like he's pitted early. Let's battle up here. That's Troy Cieslawski in the red and black car. Just letting the drivers go through as he's being lapped. Been shown the blue flags. So the top 5 are yet to pit, whether we actually do need to pit, but we're seeing Parry and Stoddard pitting as well. So that's Mezhkov going around. Will the whole field need to pit? We are not sure. We weren't expecting this in a 15-lap race, but it's lap 10. So it's either tyres or Troy Suslowski's in as well. So what's happening to the leaders? When are they going to pit? Are they going to hold position and try and go towards the end? This will make it really exciting because Hang On Stenica has pitted early. He's only 20 seconds behind the leaders now. Saviliev's in the pit lane as well. And he's coming up for his stop. So, looks like an unscheduled. Wasn't expecting this, to be honest, ladies and gentlemen. As Saviliev's in pit lane, will the earlier pit help him catch the leaders as they will pit with a couple laps to go? And he rejoins in P6. Not a bad job. So he'll want to gain a few more positions. As we're watching the leader, Bruno Kalev coming up behind Alexander Meshkov. Oh, Kalev just locking up under heavy brakes there. Really easy to do. Meshkov trying to stay out of the way from his teammate. You can see the paint jobs are quite similar. But Vlad on the... Oh, will they pit this time? Yes, it looks like Vlad's coming in. Is Bruno coming in as well? Yes, they're both coming in. So the leaders have come in for their pit stop. Flack is out there by himself. He's still out there. When is he going to pit? Only 5 laps remaining. Lap 11 of 15. And it's Scott Flack out front. Bruno Kalev has made his stop. Or has he? It's a very long pit lane here. So he comes into the pit. You'll see the Pinkmobile just go through. There is 2 spots ahead. Will they come out at the same time? Will they only elect the right-hand side? Smart driving from Bruno Kalev as they both come out together exactly the same time. So very good pit stops from these guys. Scott Flack still out in front in the midfield. Infield, I should say. That's a great shot around the outside for Bruno Kalev. Bringing up the sparks. Can't rejoin until that green witch's hat. Straight into the braking zone. Into turn 2. You would say these are the virtual leaders, but at the moment it's Scott Flack. Can he make it stick without a pit stop out in front? Only time will tell. The gaps are huge out on track as the boys are very new to stopping in the pits during a race. Matt Collins is going to make Ollie work for it around the outside, and he does exactly that. Collins trying to come back on the inside, and with that slip up, he's just going to get it side by side. Oh. Side by side, still double apex, a little nudge. Nothing too extreme. Collins. Here they come, side by side. It's going to be a left-right. Ollie just getting wide. Collins strong under brakes, but it looks like Ollie's just as strong at this level. The Finnish driver doing very well to hold off Matt Collins. And this is the battle for 6 and 7. Scott Flack still out in front. 5 seconds ahead of the rest of the field. He's going to want to hope that he doesn't need to pit. But my guess, here it goes. There he is in the pit lane. So Bruno Kalev has gone through. Scott Flack loves to push it to the limit, and he's found the limit as Saviliev cutting back through the field now. Just goes past Scott Flack as Flack's falling back into P5. Not enough laps really to gain back on Saviliev. He just wants to stay out ahead of Ollie from Finland, who's coming across the start-finish line. No, he's into turn 1 now with Matt Collins in tow. Here comes Scott Flack, so they're going to come round pretty hard. There they are in the background. So that's 5, 6, and 7 out there. Flack's just got to keep a hold of it. Oh, Ollie locking up, going into the grass there. And a bit of smoke coming from Matt Collins' car. Oh, under brakes, locking up Matt Collins. Collins is going to let Ollie through. So we go back up the front as Bruno Kalev still out in front. 2-second lead ahead of Tokarev. This is where the battle will be. Although Bruno doing very well on those cold tyres. Exciting race. The pit stops really mixing up the field here. David Baker in the pit lane again with Leon Bonaparte. And Braden Pritchard coming through as well. So it's Kalev and Tokarev, and here comes the back marker. Will this affect the two? Tokarev falling behind Kolev. Oh, Stoddart tried to give way, but you can't just pull out of the line like that. You've got to stay consistent around the circuit. Going to cause issues. You're not going to be predictable and an easy pass if you're going to do that. Looks like Ollie and Matt Collins are still together. Ollie back out in front after that incident with Matt Collins. This is the only close battle on track at the moment. Tokarev cutting in there, still side by side in the double right-hand apex. Oh, Ollie's going to make him work for it, trying to pitch it mid-corner. But Collins has got the better run on the outside. This is on board Ollie from Finland. Oh, just a touch under braking. He's backed off to say sorry about that, mate. Tries to get back on the inside. Very close here. That's Scott Flack trying to come up and get those two positions. There's only 2 laps to go. Alex Saviliev with the fastest lap of the race, 1:28.8, and that was done in the early part of the race one. Collins and Ollie, and here comes Scott Flack. Great shot for the boys there. Doesn't look like Vlad's making any inroads to Kalev. This is where Bruno's stretching away now. Very strong, the Argentinian. I think he took out the Daytona Oval feature race. If you're tuning in, that wasn't much of a feature. We were constantly under yellows. And Bruno taking that one out. Unfortunately, Vlad losing the lead through one of the restarts. And without any real race laps to get it back, he had to settle for P3. So Hankan Stenica, very comfortable in P3 at the moment. He's got Alexei Saviliev behind. I can see the green machine in the background there, but that won't be close enough for the last lap. As Bruno takes us on for the final lap of the race. 15 of 15. Driving absolutely hard through turns 1 and 2. Look at that shot, beautiful. There's Vlad coming around. Very settled, very skatey under brakes into turn 1 and 2. Double left-hand apex. Seen plenty of action today on the infield. After this, we will go to an oval race. Nice close-up shots of Bruno Kalev in P1. So it's Bruno, Vlad in P2, Hankan Stenica in 3. Alex Saviliev, where's he? He's further back. Looks like Collins. Oh, he's got Flack right behind him. Flack's in between the two drivers, so yes, the later pit stop means he's got healthier tyres. Can he get the job done? We want to see where the leader is, and we'll go back to Scott Flack. Oh, Flack on the inside, Ollie. Oh, just taking a spin. We have to watch Vlad, Bruno Kalev taking the race win. Congratulations. That's Vlad taking P2 after that earlier spin on lap 1. Alexis Saviliev, very strong at the start, but lost it in the pit stop there, and that means Matt Collins and Scott Flack. They've obviously come together, had a bit of an disagreement, but at least they're still facing the right way. Looks like a side-by-side battle. Who's going to get it on the outside? It's Flacky, got the job done. Absolutely monstrous effort there from Scott Flack, and that means Ollie takes P7. And here's Alexander Meshkov, the other Russian on the infield, taking the next position, P8. So Matthew Parry in the pits already. Craig Stoddard finishes lap down. Troy Cieslewski in the pits. Okay, so here's Alexander Meshkov crossing the line to take P8. And then that's the rest of the field. All right, so race results. It's Bruno Kalev taking the race there. Then it's Vlad Tokarev in P2. Hank Steneker from the Netherlands takes out P3 for the third step of the podium. Then it was Alexei Saviliev with the fastest lap of the race, but not enough to win the race, unfortunately. Finishes ahead of Scott Flack in P5. The sensational overtake right on the line there. To take P5 ahead of Matt Collins. Ollie falling back just on the end there, locking up the brakes. Finishes in P7. Then Alexander Meshkov in 8. Matthew Parry in P9. Craig Stoddard takes out P10. Then in P11 is Troy Cieslewski, Braden Pritchard, David Baker and Leon Bonaparte finishes in P14. All right, we're going to go to a break. Set the grid. We're going oval this time, so make sure you tune in or stay tuned. We'll be right back as soon as we can.
There is nothing like the mountain, the speed, the history, and most importantly, the sound. It's part of the Bathurst 1000. And now it's part of your whiskey too. Aged to perfection with the sweet sounds of a roaring V8 pumping through each oak barrel. Like a perfect lap of the mountain, each sip will leave you wanting more. For the second year, Ned Australian Whiskey brings you the 2022 limited edition Sounds of Bathurst Whiskey. And this year, Ned have taken it up a gear. The boldest drink for the greatest race in Australia.
Introducing the Racecraft PT1, custom-built full chassis racing simulator. The design project, codenamed The Cage, an 80/40 extrusion chassis sitting on top of a Sigma Integrale DK2 Plus 4-point full motion actuator system. No compromises in the cockpit of the PT1 simulator. To maximize the experience, we start with the 49-inch ultra-wide monitor for the greatest field of view in a small footprint of the simulator, down to the SimuCube wheelbase that's tucked up and behind the monitors with SimCore extensions to get things out of the driving area. Everything is connected to a Cube Controls GTX steering wheel with the built-in dash and all the extra button functions available at your fingertips. Driving through the Raceworks S1 pedals, the potentiometer throttle and the 2 hydraulic pedals for brake and clutch ensures you maximize the feel underfoot, and seating yourself into an OMP HTER bucket racing seat with OMP belts connected to a G-belt tensioner to provide that extra feeling and the heightened experience while you're driving. Additional interfaces and accessories in the PT1, we have twin butt kickers, one on either side of the OMP seat, as well as a Jinx sequential shifter, the SimPush Race Logic timer to the left-hand side, a Racecraft built-in WinSim kit with Philips Hue lighting and a built-in soundbar, plus the OMP side net to finish off the experience in the PT1. The Racecraft PT1, build number 1, the ultimate in sim racing experience, combining the best products in the market with the passionate, no-compromise approach that goes beyond racing simulation.
Okay, welcome back, ladies and gents. We are trackside, ready for race 2. As the boys are now rolling off the line, we will show the grid. So it's Craig Stoddard, reverse grid from race 1. Craig Stoddard, then it's David Baker front row, Braden Pritchard, Matthew Parry, Alexander Mezhkov in P5, Ollie from Finland in P6, Matt Collins in 7, Bruno Koleff in 8. Watch out for that light blue and white car. Scott Flack, the mellow yellow car in P9, Hankan Seneca up the back, Vlad Tokarev, the pink mobile, and Alexander Sibeliev, the back of the grid with Troy Chislowski on P13. Alright, so it's 2-lap formation for these boys, so they're very nervous. So 30-lap race. Sun's starting to set across the track now. As the boys up front, very, very nervous to be at the front and take the lead. Not used to this, but pretty soon. So lights are out now on the safety car, ready to go through. It is race 2. We have the feature coming on after this, so it's a quick 30-lap race. Coming round turn 2, down the beautiful back straight now. All right, on board with Craig Stoddard in the race entry. Just see if we can look across to see David Baker. All right, couple of corners to go. Lights out, safety car will drop. Then it's up to Craig Stoddard to bring us through for the start finish. Watch the boys at the front. David Baker, Craig Stoddard up the front. Listen to the engines rise. It's green, green, green. Off they go. Here they come down the main straight. Paul Stoddard, Craig Stoddard doing a great job taking the line. Alexander Mezhkov's up the inside. Matt Collins going low, forcing Mezhkov up high. Everyone's just staying out of trouble here. Nice and wide through turn 2. How are they going to look down the main straight? Oh, they're jostling for position. Craig's trying to stay out of the way of everybody. Let's send that drone up into the air. Craig Stoddard up high. Look at them all pushing maximum speed. There will be pit stops involved here. As it's a 30-lap race, the tank's only got 20 laps worth of fuel in there. Beautiful sound as they head down the main straight for the second time. Lap 2, we're watching Craig Stoddard just hit the wall up top there. Focusing on Scott Flack here. I think he's got Bruno right next to him. Oh, there's Vlad Tokarev right behind Scott Flack as well. All spread out. Braden Pritchard, Matt Collins out in front. Two classy drivers from Australia, and he's got Alexander Mezhkov right in between. That's a pack as we watch Scott Flack. It's Braden Pritchard leading us out for lap 3, and here comes Matt Collins up in a P2. Meshkov up on the high line, just hitting the wall there. Watch this as they smack against the wall. Meshkov still maintaining all his momentum as he runs around the outside of Collins. The boys really need to look after their tyre as we head back through the field. There's Alexander Meshkov falling behind. Is he playing a different strategy? Fastest lap, our leader, Braden Pritchard, 38.82. Very fast from these boys. So there's a pack forming at the back here. We've got David Baker in P12 at the moment. Listen to that as they come through. That's Ollie just in front of Scott Black in P5. Black trying to sit in the draft and save some fuel here. It saves about half a litre of fuel per lap. So they need to just back off and guide that car around, let the car turn on them. A bit of jostling at the back of the pack now. Meshkov, Collins falling back. Just touching Ollie there. Looks like his tyres are going to start wearing out. Smashed it really hard at the front. We're on board with Braden Pritchard now taking under a lot of pressure from Meshkov. Meshkov obviously struggling on the road circuits, but showing his worth on the oval. But he's got Bruno Kalev, the Argentinian, very strong in the NASCARs. So Kalev trying to show Meshkov that he means business. Taking the high line, saving those outside tyres. You can hear the engines build momentum. Oh, and that's Ollie coming up the inside of Meshkov as well, so he's going to take third from... Ollie's taking third from Meshkov, but Meshkov's got the run around the outside. So the top four stretching away now. Matt Collins leading the second pack behind. There they go, full speed. Vlad's trying everything he can to get past. Oh, look at the pack there. Collins backing off quite early, trying to come low, but Scott Black's already there. Vlad's going to try and get the job done as well, which he does do. And here they come. Oh, Collins. That's brought out the safety car. Try and see what happened to Matt Collins. We just missed it as we went to the replay. Oh, Matt Collins just shifting left as Saviliev trying to come past. And he's done his best, so I reckon these guys are going to come in for their pit stop now as we go back live. All right, safety cars coming out. So we're under safety car for about 3 laps. So we're on lap 9. We've got 8 solid laps here and exciting stuff here. So we're going to go to a restart with Bruno at the front. But are they going to jostle for position? Are they going to go, no, this is a good time to pit? My money's on them pitting for tyres and fuel. because on this restart, even if they do get another safety car, they'll still have a full tank of fuel to get them to the end. It really depends on those tyres. So these guys are going to play it safe and look after the tyres in this stint. But my guess is when the lights, I think the pit lanes are closed at the moment, so once we come round for the last lap again, we will be rolling in a pit lane. You will give up position. Now there's no one a lap down, so there won't be any lucky dogs given. So we'll see what the strategy is coming through. Unfortunate incident for Matt Collins, finding him down the back, but he definitely showed enough pace to know that he can get back up the front pretty quickly. So currently in P13. So pits are open this lap. Bruno's going to dive in last. Watch the blue car at the front. Yes, he's foxed it. So typical move from Bruno, letting everyone else know that you're going to stay out, but last minute dive into pit lane. So you can see the whole pack now coming in. These are the top guys who have done this before, and the guys that are still out there are not as experienced, so they don't know that they can come in. Although Matt Collins, the Australian, has come in as well. So David Baker just rolling through there. Very quick stop for these guys. It looks like just the right tyres. David Baker just rolling in, and Craig Stoddard. So look at the gain Saviliev made just by replacing the right-hand side tyres. And that's what you get for practicing and turning up to the practice sessions. So, up front, it's Braden Pritchard. So I'll try and see who's coming up behind. Troy Kozlowski in P3. Now, these guys have still got another lap to try and pit, but they're going to lose track position, or at least restart position. Do they care about that? Not really. It's 20... What do we got? 18 laps to go by the time we restart. So the pack forming up now. Watch the pack behind Bruno, Alexander Saviliev and Alexander Mezhkov. 3 Russians in a row. It's Saviliev in the green car, then it's Mezhkov in the yellow, and Vlad Tokarev, the privateer, in the number 1 car. Very strong driver. And Hank Young-Steneker behind him. Matthew Parry, our Kiwi. Just try and zoom in on his bonnet to show us the car livery. That's Goodbye Pork Pie. Looks like an old Mad Max film. Cult movie from New Zealand. Scott Flack behind him as well. So just send the drone up, watching this restart. Hope you don't get dizzy easy. Lights are still on. The boys did not pit again, so they are happy to stay out in front. Relatively long lap. Cars sound amazing under the low speed. So lights are flashing still. We're going to go around for another lap. And the boys choosing to stay out. Well, the safety car lights go out after this lap. And there's the lights out on the safety car. So we're going to go green. These boys need to now the pack's sorting themselves out, double file. Just giving the boys some instruction. It's going to get very hot. The two at the front, all top three, I think. No, the top two didn't pit, so watch them get swamped. Troy Cieslawski on the inside, unfortunately, with old tyres, is really going to feel the pain as we go to the restart. All right, safety car coming in now. It's up to the boys at the front. Craig Stoddart up high, trying to stay out of the way of everyone. Matt Collins trying to sneak in. And there it is. There's the restart. Braden Pritchard going early, getting a great jump as he needs to. He's already got a just over a second gap already. Coming through turn one. Can he look after those tyres? Will there be another safety car? There's Ollie, Bruno, Mezhkev, and a bit of a gap back to Saviliev with Cieslawski trying to stay out in front of the boys. But it's very tight on the low apron there. Cieslawski staying low. Looks like Parry got a good run around the outside. Cieslawski falling behind there, turn one. That's when the tyres are really under the pressure. Very colourful field here, lots of beautiful colours out there, lots of beautiful liveries presented for you tonight. As the pack goes through, David Baker up the back there, and there's Stoddart. So Bruno and Mezhkov trying to work together here. They're not pushing each other, they're not teammates, but here comes Mezhkov and Bruno. Mezhkov can push through, taking different lines. Mezhkov just pushing a bit high there. That's Parry out on his own, but he's got the big pack storming behind. The Proxy Flame boys trying to work together. Probably on a different voice channel to get on team radio. Look at Matt Collins coming from the back already up into P8, passing Scott Flack in P9, but I think Flacky's looking after his tyres, so watch him at the end. He understands the assignment, so he's back up there. Bruno Kalev trying to get round Ollie. They're jostling for position. This could cause an accident if they're not careful. Trying to get in the draft. Very powerful Ollie around the outside, carrying a lot of speed, and that's his advantage. Wanting to come down, but there's Bruno right beside him. Bruno gets P2, so Ollie's just got to get in position. Mezhkov doesn't know which way he needs to go. Oh, Pritchard up high. What happened there? Try and see what happened with Pritchard there. It's up high. Braden's trying to stay high, or Bruno's got plenty of speed around the outside. Oh, he's come high. Collected Bruno. Bruno's continued. And they've managed to hold it, but it didn't bring out the safety car, so we'll go back live. And it's Meshkov out in front. Bruno Kalev is falling back down. Oh, his car's all beat up. So is Pritchard. That was a big accident from those two, and there is damage. So we've got the safety car out. Once again. So Bruno will come in to fix the damage. He will get a penalty because it is closed pit, but he's only going to be given a end of line penalty due to coming in through closed pits. So he's going to take that hit just to get the car fixed. We can see Braden Pritchard tracking not straight for sure, so he's going to want to come in the pits right about now. If you haven't already, make sure you hit the subscribe and the notifications button. If you like our broadcast, make sure you tune in for the next one. If not, hit the Discord channel invite down below in the description, and you are more than welcome to join us on the next one and get on board. Bit of chatter going on on the radio there. Alright, so it looks like Braden Pritchard finally pitting on this one. And Ollie in as well, but he can't overtake in the pit lane or before the pit commitment line. They can definitely pit in pit lane. They can definitely overtake, I should say, in pit lane. So with these boys pitting, they're going to have fresh tyres for the sprint race towards the end. There's only 10 laps, so it's going to be all on towards the end. So Braden's got to come in and fix the damage. If you want the track or the cars, make sure the link is in the description as well, so feel free to get on Steam and subscribe to this beautiful content here provided by the beautiful developers. Make sure you give credit to those guys, and a big 5 stars. This is a beautiful track out here in California. Braden fixed up already and out pit lane, ready to rejoin. Unfortunately for Bruno, looking very strong, but got involved in that, and looks like Braden went high on old tyres. As we roll around the billboards there. That's a car park over there. Beautifully presented circuit here. Alright, so looks like we've got one more lap. Hopefully the lights go out on this lap. On the safety car. Still looks like they're okay. So as an admin, we've had to step in and make sure that we're going green the next lap. So Matt Collins back up in a P3. He's going to be on old tyres as the faster guys did decide to pit on that lap. Here they come down the straight. Troy Czeslowski coming down the back there. He's in starting from P12, so that should be the inside line. Excuse me. Right, very nervous, I suppose. Look at this Scott Flack up on the inside there. Meshkov getting the run. Matthew Parry getting a great run as well. Meshkov going high. He's going to get the run down the straight. A lot of position changing. Oh, they've held on. Braden Pritchard up the guts there. Up the front, it's Hang On Steneker and Matt Collins. And that's Ollie. Didn't pit the second stance, but definitely pitted on the second run. Big pack down behind David Baker. Actually, we'll show you David Baker because we've got him on the camera. Looks like he's not coming up, or it's a bit delayed. Go live, back live, show you the action as Braden Pritchard's out in front. No, he's not. Hang On, Steneker is. Matt Collins just dropping off a little bit now. Probably got to work on his tyre management. Ollie and Matthew Parry in a great battle behind. Watch that, those two. They're going to be on the back of Matt Collins very soon. 5 laps to go. Hang On, Steneker's got a great run. Oh, he's by himself. Oh, almost took out Matthew Parry. We're on board with Matt Collins at the moment. Look at the pack coming through now. Oh, there's a big hit there. Braden Pritchard going high, trying to regain. He manages to handle it, but he keeps coming in front of other drivers. All over the shop. Meshkov right behind him now, trying to get past. Still 3 laps to go. Steneker's out by himself, so to the finish. And Saviliev having a better run this time, getting past Matthew Parry. Collins and Pritchard up high, trying to help each other. But they're burning up the tyres just to get some grip, and now they become a bit of a roadblock as these two working hard. Meshkov trying to get up on the inside now. Manages to get past. Here comes Vlad Tokarev. He's got a couple laps to get past up the inside now. Collins falling back now. See the difference, the speeds mid-corner. Bruno trying to go high, manages to get the momentum. Flack trying to tuck in the breeze there. He's got Baker right next to him as well. Collins getting a better run down the inside. Struggles on pit exit, just washing out to the wall there if he touches that. Oh, Baker all over the road as well. Oh, almost coming together there. Ollie making some ground on Steneker out in front from the Netherlands. Very tough battle. The Finnish obviously loving the oval circuits. In fact, all the Europeans doing very well. This is the last lap. Who's it going to be? My money's on Steneker out in front. Ollie's trying to get it in for the last one. Saviliev on the back of Parry. Parry's going to come home with a P3, but it's hang on Steneker. Crossing the line there, congratulations. There's Braden Pritchard taking 5, Vlad. Scott Flack, Cieslowski's holding up. Braden Pritchard, Matt Collins, David Bacon, Bruno coming around the back. So big effort there. All right, so we'll bring the results. Hang on, Steneker taking the win. Ahead of Ollie, then it's Matthew Parry, the Kiwi, in P3, ahead of Alex Saviliev, Braden Pritchard, falling down the order. And probably won't be P5 by the end of it. Then Alexander Meshkov, Vlad Tokarev, Scott Flack, Troy Cieslowski holding firm in P8. Then Craig Stoddard. Then the rest are David Baker falling back into P10. Then Matt Collins and Bruno Kolev in 13. All right, so we're going to set up the final race of the evening. Stay tuned. We won't be long for this one. So grab a Coke from the fridge, something cool, because it's going to heat up later on. Okay, welcome back. It's race 3. That last one was a doozy, so we're definitely excited to bring you the next one. Sun's settling down even more. So we'll bring you the grid as they get ready to roll out. Alex Saviliev will be on pole. Hang-On Stanica on P2. Vlad Tokarev and Scott Flack second row. This is going off the quali from the early the evening. Then it's Bruno Kalev in 5. Matt Collins next to him. Ollie from Finland. And then Alex Meshkov in P8. Matthew Parry, the Kiwi, is next to Braden Pritchard in P10. David Baker and Craig Stoddart together. And Troy Cieslowski will be starting 13. So the sun's setting, the pace car is out. We are ready for race 3. 50 laps this time. Let's hope we get some clean laps in. Okay, so the boys have raced with each other now. They've had a few words during that break with a couple of the incidents, but it always happens in ovals. It's not easy to drive these cars, even though they are only turning left, the common joke from Aussies or the rest of the world, but don't knock it until you try it. Absolutely not as easy as what you think. Okay, so part of the track is in the shade, the rest is in the setting sun. As we come around, hope you guys can see. Nice sun glistening off the side of the cars. Try and get that drone up in the air. Alright, lights are out. The second formation lap is about to finish and we're about to go green. Hope you've got plenty of ice cubes in that car, in the glass of yours, because it's you're going to need it. This is going to go long. 50 laps. Or 40 minutes, whichever's longer. Alright, so here they come round turn 3. Not as big as pack as we'd like, as a few guys couldn't make it tonight, so it definitely affects the numbers and the racing, but we're happy to have 13 guys join us tonight. Mix of internationals and Aussies, pace car is in. It is up to the leader, Alexei Saviliev. And here we go. Oh, just stepping out was Hank Stanica, trying to get on the gas too early. Got to keep it nice and smooth. Vlad Tokarev closing the gap. Ollie's trying to come up the inside of Bruno nice and early. 3 wide through turn 2. Scott Black up high. Braden Pritchard behind him. Ollie down low. Bruno in the middle. And Vlad slotting into P2 already. Watch this pack come down the back straight. Pritchard up the inside. Ollie getting swamped by Braden. We saw that live. Will that bring out a safety car? No, it won't. So it's still green flag. The two Russians out in front, Alex Savelyev and Vlad Tokarev out in front. Bruno trying to get in the draft and focus. Oh, they're working together here. They want to gap the rest of the field. They can only do that down the main straight. It's not worth overtaking. There's over 47 laps to go. Just got to get in and push. That's exactly what Vlad's doing. You can see there, giving the momentum to the guy in front. Don't race each other. You're only going to slow each other down. Here comes Bruno and Matt Collins. It looks like Bruno's trying to go up the inside. Vlad's going nice and high. Look at the sun setting as they head down the back straight. It's got to be very awkward to watch. Straight down into the cabin. Get some reprieve as they go behind the billboards and the banking of this circuit here in California, Fontana. Oh, Kolev taking the lead now down the inside, leaving Savelyev right up high. Collins trying to tuck in behind to take P2. He's going to wear his tyres out, although it won't take him long to understand the craft of NASCAR. Very new to this discipline. Vlad taking in a lot of speed, letting the car roll through, getting down into the apron and then getting on the accelerator early. He doesn't want to push Matt Collins or work with him. He's waiting for Savelyev to come up and put pressure on Collins so Tokarev can get out by himself. But Collins has tried to come down, but Vlad's already there. They're going to burn the tyres. And look at the proximate flame teammates, Stenica and Savelyev. We're above Vlad Tokarev now with Matt Collins behind. Look at the beautiful lines as they push up, but now they're coming down to the bottom. Get that maximum speed, build up the speed as they hit turn one. Back up high, back off the accelerator. That's Bruno out by himself, the privateer behind him, Vlad Tokarev, doing his best to keep an eyesight on him, but all he is just a shadow at the moment. We've got Pritchard and Stenica down the back there. That's the closest for now. On board with Stenica, Pritchard just in front. We see the different lines up ahead. Vlad's trying to get up the back, getting closer to Bruno successfully. He's got the momentum, so he's actually trying to get past. I can't see Bruno there. There he is. Then his good mates, Collins and Pritchard behind. You can see the long shadows across the track. We may see the track lights coming on. Trying to go low to get out of the draft and break that draft. That's what that weaving's all about. Pritchard around the outside of Savelyev. Or Savelyev. Scott Flack tucking in as well now. Savelyev dropping off. Flack taking it nice and easy, looking after those tyres. We're expecting just under 20 laps for that run. Oh, Pritchard hitting the wall, but will he come back? Got Mezhkov up the back too, so I'm not too sure what happened to him. Must have got loose. And Ollie down there by himself, hoping for a safety car to come out and rejoin the pack. Excuse me. So Tokarev out in front now. Bruno in P2. Scott Flack up in a P3. Oh, Pritchard hitting that wall again. That's going to damage the side of the car. So he tries to tuck in behind Flacky. No, that was Collins tucking in. Pritchard losing momentum further back here. And he's got teammates from Proxy Flame. So just show you where the championship table is at the moment. Tokarev, who's out in front, is leading the championship with Kolev in P2, then Stenica. Oh. That looked like Hank up on the inside, just clipping Pritchard. Parry doing a great job out in front as well. Scott Flack out by himself now. Matt Collins trying to find his way in the middle. He's got Savelyev past him now. Ron Paul with Stenica in P6, chasing down Matt Collins behind. And see the momentum getting past. And here's Parry trying to clean up as well. Collins going to switch over, get up the inside. Force Stenica wide. Will he get up on into the up into the wall? He's managed to tuck in behind. Oh, he's really struggling on the tyres. I can hear him squealing from here. He's got Parry right behind him now. Out in front, Tokarev's still got Kolev for company, and that's the gap. He's breaking the draft each time. Kolev's going, don't worry about that, mate. I'm just going to go straight ahead. You're wasting your time. This is a great green run that we're 15 laps in already. 35 to go. Because they're spread out, it's unlikely that we'll get a safety car for now. But in saying that, these guys are still very close. Only takes one touch, or even a guy on your own on old tyres. If they start to wear, you're going to wash up into the wall if you don't back off and control the tyre wear. Matthew Parry from New Zealand, currently in P6 at the moment, just getting past Matt Collins, who's falling back, and Craig Stoddard's, Braden Pritchard just getting squirrely there. David Baker right behind him. Trying to bring in pictures of David Baker. It's not coming up. It's working. I'll go back live as Baker's getting up the inside of Pritchard, that looks like. And Collins falling back into the Aussie pack. And Ollie is... The gap now is 2 seconds back, so he's closing that gap quite a lot. And he's one of the fastest guys out there at the moment. His fastest lap at 39.1. And Matt Collins with the fastest lap of the race so far at 38.669. The leaders are still lapping in the 39s, and that's why they're about 2 seconds clear of the rest of the pack. From P3 down, they're all in the low 40s. So it's Vlad Tokarev. Down the back straight now. Kolev behind him. Trying to see if we can follow them all the way around. Is that Kolev coming in for pits? And that's Vlad Tokarev coming in the pits as well. So lap 19 is your marker, ladies and gents. So it looks like it's going to be a two-stopper. Scott Flack flying in. Will he be able to pull it up in time? Time will tell, but that means Hank Steneker's staying out one more lap. And he may get the advantage towards the end of the race there. But Vlad Tokarev from the race lead has pitted on lap 19. And the front pack are all in. So we've got Tokarev, Kolev, Scott Flack about to come in for his fuel. Meshkov going around for one more lap. Let's hope he doesn't run out before the next pit stop. So Meshkov currently in P3. Stoddard, he's coming in for his pits as well. So here comes Hank Steneker from the lead. Stoddard coming in for his. Braden Pritchard coming around. He's pitted earlier and he's going to unlap himself as he comes around again because it's quite a lengthy pit stop. All right, so as they come, it's Hank Steneker rejoining, but here comes the pack. It's Vlad and Korolev. The timing screen doesn't know which one's in the lead at the moment, but that's the battle. Look at the gap there, and that's Savelyev closing in as well. This is 21 laps on the green run. So Vlad just getting the jump, and Bruno had his chance, but now he's just backing off, probably knowing that it's going to cost him too much on the tyres here. They just want to settle in, and he'd be happy to take P2, because unfortunately in race 2, he come together with Braden Pritchard, damaging the car quite heavily. As we see Ollie moving up into P7 from the back of the field. These two coming together yet again. No, that was Pritchard before, I think. But these two should work together and just push. And we've got Flack and Parry. Aussie and the Kiwi. And in front of them, on board with Matthew Parry from New Zealand, chasing down Scott Flack. Is that Troy Kozlowski up ahead of them? That's a lap car. Oh, the sun getting really bad. Scott Flack trying to get the draft off Kozlowski to slingshot him ahead. Manages to just come out. before Matthew Parry almost clipped the rear quarter. That's a gap there. Troy Jaslowski settling back in now. A lap down. Craig Stoddart also, and Matt Collins now a lap down as well. So he didn't manage to unlap himself through the pit stops. Oh, and that's Meshkov coming into the pits. I can hear him downshifting quite heavily. He can't be coming in. It must be a penalty. And it looks like Scott Flack got away with it because I can't see him serving any penalties as well. So Tokarev stretching that lead. Collins looks like he's serving a... No, he's out. Looks like Braden... Oh, I saw a blue car coming into the pits. They're the only two blue cars I know of. Fastest driver on the previous lap is still Tokarev, just doing a PB in the sector 2 of this lap. Fastest lap of the race so far, still Matt Collins with a 38.6. I don't think that's going to be surpassed due to that lap being done under drafting conditions. We're on board with Craig Stoddart now chasing Saveliev. Stoddart in P10 at the moment. That sun just creeping behind the hills there. Probably good relief for the drivers. Looks like Meshkov's pulled out, so he's retired from the race. And they get to Kolefi. Looks like he's trying a different strategy. Or Tokarev's actually pushing as hard as he can. He's maximising this. That last lap was almost a full second. Whoa, we've got an accident. Who's that? Trying to see who it is as the lights come on. Oh, so relief for some of the drivers. Looks like Collins pulling into the pits and he's withdrawn. Oh, it's Baker coming through. So that was a 27 lap green run. The boys had to pit now. They've only just pitted 7 laps ago, 9 laps ago. Will they come in again? Because that's probably the perfect timing to not require a pit stop until the end of the race. So remember, they came in on lap 19. It's a 50 lap race. So they know they've got to come in again one more time. Will they split the difference, or will they come in now, which means they won't need to come in again unless they burn up their tyres. So as they regroup, it's Tokarev. After all that work, he's out in front. I think Tokarev's should pit. He was still pushing under 40-second laps. He's not going to pit this lap, which this would be the one. Now the lights are out now and the sun's already set down over the mountains, so we are under light conditions. So the safety car is out. Lights are on, and we did see, I think it was Craig Stoddart getting a wave around. So he got his lucky dog in, which is great for him. He's unlapped himself. So yes, they're all ducked into pit lane now. And this is the race. So we'll see who's stayed out there. Cieslawski and Baker, they're going to stay out. Alright, so we've got a couple of lap cars out in front, just giving some direction to the drivers, letting them know that, because this is all new to us, if Troy Cieslawski, the number 3 car, and David Baker, the number 43 car, if they stay out and decide not to pit, then they'll be given a waiver round. So now that the top half of the race has pitted, listen to those engines as they go past. As the front field has pitted, and it looks like Stenica has split Kolev. Alright, so if the front two stay there and don't pit, they'll be given a wave round, unlapping themselves. Which it looks like at the moment, it could be that Troy Cieslawski stays there, because it's showing that he's already got a lap back, so... Alright, so we're just sorting out some admin at the moment. We've got 20 laps to go and 15 minutes to do it, so I think these boys are going to finish the race. If we go green this time and we go to the end, then we're definitely going to finish under a green flag. If any safety cars come out in the last 5 minutes, we'll be clearing them, so we'll be finishing under race conditions. We don't want to be sitting behind the pace car towards the end of the race. So let's watch the pace car or watch the waiver rounds. And there they are, they're being given waiver rounds. So that's Baker and Cieslawski. So they've got to catch the back of the bunch. They can choose to pit if they want. They're trying as hard as they can to grab, get to the back of the pack, which they should be able to do. So we're just watching the wave rounds try and catch the back of the pack. If you look at the track map, you can see how slowly the field is going. So they should be... So they should get to the back of the pack by now, because we are back at front. Safety car lights are out. These guys have just got on the back. And we're ready to rejoin. Very exciting stuff here. It's 18 laps to go.
Green flag, go, go, go.
It's green, green, green. Off we go. Vlad Tokarev, Bruno Kalev on the inside. Hank Stenica left hanging on the outside. And it looks like Baker up on the inside as well, but he's on warmer tyres, but they're going to wear off pretty soon. He's going to hope for another pit stop or another safety car, which has come in. Down the inside, massive run. Oh, Saveliev going up high with Braden Pritchard. Saveliev trying to stay off the wall there. I don't know how he's doing it so far. Oh no! That looks like Saveliev coming to grief. And does that bring out the safety car? Yes, it does. So just try and show you what happened. Looks like Saveliev was trying to come down and Braden Pritchard was already there. And that has brought out the safety car once again. So cut the grass and rejoin. Okay, so that means everyone's on the lead lap now. So this is when Baker can actually pit. And Czeslowski can pit now and get back their fresh set of tyres. Alright, so back live. Safety car is out, Ollie's out the front. So who's out in front there? I'm trying to make out who the car is. I think he's going to get the wave around from the safety car. It could be Baker. Yes, it's Baker. He needs to keep going. Okay, so safety cars. Okay, we're throwing up all sorts of different results here. Showing my leaderboard, Stoddard in front. Not too sure where Ollie was at that accident. I'm sure it should have been just Tokarev and Kalev out in front. So we'll see if Stoddard. Alright, excuse me as I'll talk to the boys, seeing what's happening here. Alright, so we're just sorting out some positions with Ollie, who's been given the wave around. Alright, so a bit of confusion under safety car here. Just see where the pack is. Ollie was told to go around, but now he's hanging back. So watch Ollie fall back and see where he sits in. Alright, so if we get a green, it's going to be 12 laps to go, or 10 laps to go. Okay, so safety car always brings out some confusion amongst the field, and that's what is difficult with oval racing. It's very hard to keep a track of who's who and when everyone was at the time of the accident. Braden Pritchard towards the back. David Baker is now pitted and has got a fresh set of rubber, so he's on the lead lap with a fresh set of boots. So let's see how he goes. See if we can get that. Trying to wake up Discord where the camera is, but not to be this time. Anyway. Back live, Vlad Tokarev up front. Can he hold out for 10 laps? Bruno Kalev, lights are definitely on now, sun's definitely set. See it dusk, getting pretty dark around the circuit. Just got to warm up the tyres. These front guys didn't need to pit because they banked in an early pit stop, making sure that they didn't need to come back in through the lane again for the restart and losing track position with only 10 laps to go. Quite hard to overtake. It is still a fast flowing circuit, so you really got to tuck in and get behind someone to get any advantage. But if you've got different driving lines, it's very hard to do so. That's why we saw Vlad Tokarev earlier in the evening tuck down the inside, down the back straight, just to break that toe for Bruno from Argentina. And it was working very well for him as he started to stretch away from Bruno. So, not too sure when these guys are going to choose what position. It's up to Vlad, or is it? I think it's up to Vlad to choose what side of the street he's going to start from, and that's the benefit of the leader. He can either decide if he wants to do high side or low side for the restart. Oh. And I was still in replay mode, but it's looks like Bruno got the jump there. Massive pack below. Safety cars brings more safety cars. Can these guys just hold it together and make it towards the end? We've got 10 laps to go. Are they going to get desperate and start sweeping and changing driving lines? takes the front. Yet again, this happened at Daytona. Matthew Parry, the Kiwi, is up in a P2. There he is up the inside. Bruno trying to come down, but Matthew Parry's going, no, this is mine, buddy, and he's going to go high. Have to sit behind Parry now. Parry's just sitting duck. We can see the goodbye pork pie, but he's not saying goodbye to anyone at the moment. So Pat goes through. Beautiful side. Ollie up into P5 now. Looks like Saviliev and Pritchard right behind them. The two that come together, bringing out the last safety car. He's got Saviliev right behind him. 8 laps to go. It's Bruno Kalev, Matthew Parry still in P2. Oh, Saviliev up the inside. He had to dive for that one. Manages to get the job done, and can he get the momentum and get out of the turn? They're sweeping down the main straight. Parry challenging for the lead now. Coming around the outside, is Bruno going to push him up high? Tokarev selling into P4, but here comes Steneker. Oh, a bit of a touch from Parry and Bruno. Sparks flying off the wall as Parry hits. Is that going to damage the car, slow down his momentum? He may lose it to Tokarev, but Parry just has to keep it low because these guys are going to want to hold low. We're on board with, oh, you can see in the rear vision mirror, Steneker's coming on the inside now. There he is. So that's Steneker and Tokarev in front. Oh, I can hear Parry's wheels squealing. Now the temperature's dropped, it's not that bad. Parry still holding that inside. Getting in behind Tokarev, following his line. So Kalev takes the win. Congratulations. That come up early. I'm showing 45 laps, but we must have got 50 laps in there. So the race results. It's Bruno Kalev takes the win ahead of Vlad Tokarev. Matthew Parry, Hank Steneker, the Dutchman, takes P4. Saviliev comes up to take P5. Ollie finishes in P6. A great position for him, and Braden doing well to stay in for P7 ahead of Scott Flack. Craig Stoddard, solid, P9, and David Baker finishing in P10. Out early was Troy Kozlowski, Matt Collins in 12, and Mezhkov retiring early halfway through the race. Okay, it's a very, very interesting race there. And Hank doing a bit of a victory run after that one. He's happy with that one. Right in front of victory lane. Congratulations to him, finishing in P4. Solid effort. I'm sure he wished he had a bit more to go, but I'm sure he'll be happy with that for now. Alright, so they all call it a night now in the garage, as you can see, all parked up. Okay, so that concludes the racing for this evening. We'll go to the schedule so you guys at home can see when the next race is. And it's going to be round 3, Mid-Ohio on the 22nd of May. And that's going to be total roads racing. No ovals for that one. So the boys that just were very strong there were probably hoping for a bit more oval. But we're going to Mid-Ohio, beautiful circuit, round 3. Make sure you stay tuned and even join us if you want. It's NASCAR's for the SimHaus Racing 2024 League. Alright, so until then, stay tuned. Hit that Discord invite. Come on board, be part of the action, and we'll see you on the next round on the 22nd of May. If you like our V8s as well, we are in Taupo, which is going to be held at the Hampton Downs. We don't unfortunately have Taupo circuit in R Factor 2, so we're going to go to Hampton Downs, and that's next Wednesday. So if you love your racing, love to watch or drive, again, hit that subscribe button or the Discord link in the description below and join us for the next race. Until then, it's good night.